Mexico Memorial Airport. Automated weather observation. 1617 Zulu. Weather. Wind 150 at 3. Visibility 10. Clear below 12,000. Temperature 9 Celsius. Dew point 1. Altimeter 3.
Just get out here and do the brakes and see how much we can get it static without tying it down.
You want me to hold? I'll hold on my
Yeah,
side.
that would help.
So what do we got? 26?
2670.
Wow, that's pretty. 2680 even.
Yep, 2680.
Where do you write that?
Static RPM. Okay, so what we're going to do is we'll just see 500 feet or smooth or whatever.
Yeah.
And then we're going to do it 2600 all 4 directions, 27 all 4, and we'll do indicated airspeed and then do GPS. That way we have a comparison.
Okay, I'm taking my feet off the pedals.
Yep.
All right.
Mexico traffic. Experimental is going to be departing runway 18 will be south departure, Mexico. All right, got the doors locked, secure, everything. Gas is on the left, fullest tank. Keys in the power nose comes up.
Yeah, beautiful morning, isn't it?
It sure is.
Well, we're in the Stoll CH. No, we're not in the Stoll. We're in the Zenith CH 750 Cruzer airplane, and we got a beautiful, feels like spring day, but we're still in winter here. But I'm here with Roger in the Cruzer, and we're going to take the airplane out for a spin around. We're going to be doing some performance testing for cruise speed. You know, one of the things we generally accentuate with our airplanes are the excellent slow flight, short takeoff, and so forth. But this is being the Cruzer airplane, we're going to look at a little bit more at the cross-country cruise element of flying the airplane. So we have a little bit of a test program put together here, and again, it seems to be a nice smooth day. So we're going to be flying around and get some performance numbers and record some of that, and try to do it properly with a GPS, different headings, and so forth. So. You want to again outline what we're going to be doing, Roger?
Well, what we're going to do is we're going to find an altitude that's relatively smooth and calm for both test props.
And right now it's pretty smooth,
well,
isn't it?
And we're just trying to, we're trying to compare between the 2 props, the speed at different RPMs. We're going to do it like 2600, 2700, 2800. Right. There's no reason to do it at 4 RPM because you're not going to fly at 4 RPM.
Right.
So, and then what we're trying to do is try the new prop on the same day condition as we have today, and then we'll fly all 4 directions, divided by 4, and see what those speeds are.
So this one here, we're not comparing it to anything at this point. So we're just setting the bases here. Now, what prop do we have on there now?
Well, this is a Sensenich 68 pitch. Our 68-inch prop.
68-inch, right.
It's ground adjustable, 2-blade. We have it set on pin number 3. They have those pins that set the pitch.
Right.
I don't recall what the angle is right now, but I will check that and we'll record that too.
And how long have we been flying with this prop?
This one's since it's been on the aircraft, so 3 years, 4 years.
Right, it's been a while, yeah. And that's been a good prop. I've taken it down to Sun and Fun, Sebring a few times.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good prop, very reliable, smooth. It looks real good. We get a lot of good comments about it as well.
Exactly. And then our second prop that we're going to try is the Sensenich ground adjustable, still 2-blade, but it's a 64-inch.
Right.
So it's a little bit shorter, and they're having good results with that.
Okay, so that's basically what after this test. So here we've got the standard 68-inch prop, and which is a prop we've been running for quite a while. We're supplying that to a lot of customers too, aren't we?
We are. We're supplying it in our UL Power Firewall Forward package.
Right. Now let's talk a little bit about the engine. So this is the UL350iS. It's a high compression engine, correct?
Which is 130 horse. Yes, 130 horses at 3,300 RPM.
Right. So. Now, and again, we've been running this engine for a few years in this airplane, running really quite well. And pretty much all the videos you've seen, me as well as you, and it's always been with this engine and this prop configuration. So again, we're really going to be reporting on what we've been doing the last couple of years, kind of documenting that a little bit better.
Exactly.
So let's see, what are we doing right now?
Now let's bring it back to our first one will be about 2,600.
So we're
just trying to let everything warm up, nice and steady. We want to be a level flight as we can. Wow. We're going to pick 500 feet right now. We're out here in the farmland, so it's not an issue.
It's pretty darn smooth for being 500 feet above ground, isn't it? Yeah. Pretty nice.
And we're exactly at 2,600.
At 2,600 RPM, my impression from flying this the last few years, it seems to be a good economy cruise RPM. It seems that the airplane, you're still getting over 100 mile an hour cruise, but you're not pushing the engine, your fuel burn is still really good, right? And especially if I'm flying with one of the STOL airplanes, I'm not pulling ahead too much. And I personally find that to be probably one of the more comfortable cruise RPM settings.
Right, okay, so let's set it up. Let's get our south heading, 500 feet and 2,600 RPM, and try to record what our GPS speed is and our...
Okay, so we're showing 180 degrees, due south.
Pretty close what we want. We got 107, 108.
So let me see, well, you're climbing just a little bit there. Okay, 108, 109, 110. So what do we say, 109?
Yep.
Well, I'd say it's about an average here. Indicated is 109.
And GPS is 103, and it's staying pretty solid
103.
There.
Okay.
Now we're going to go, we'll go to the west. I guess we could have stayed at south and did the 2,700.
That's fine. No, we don't want to get too far though. This way.
Oh yeah, that's
true.
We'll
kind of stay close to home. Especially when we stay at 500 feet, we're already lost here because don't recognize anything, even though we're not far from home. Okay, so now we're heading due west, 270 heading, and we're still indicating 2,600 RPM.
Yeah, it's only 3 miles on the ground, so
yeah. That's good, not too windy at all. We're getting a few more bumps as I guess a little bit daytime warming starting to occur.
So we're
showing 110 right now, 111, 112. You tell me.
You just whatever you want.
I'd say 111.
Okay.
And we'll kind of average it when we see, because we're getting numbers a little bit of variation, but
exactly. Did you get the GPS?
And
GPS
100. Yeah. That was also 103, wasn't it?
It was.
Mexico traffic, Sherlock Diner 72.
Of course, the GPS speed, that is our ground speed as opposed to our indicated.
What direction you headed today, Dennis? Head down to Fulton, go see if I can catch the run into the kid.
So here we are, going straight over the
traffic, 703 LS, 10 miles north of airport, going to cross over south end of runway for downwind for 18.
Okay. One of the advantages living out here in the country, all these county roads and everything else, dirt roads, they go pretty much north-south and east-west.
Yeah, I don't even have to look at the GPS.
Really don't.
Or my compass.
That's the best way to set a heading, isn't it? Okay, I got the camera set up here, and now we're doing straight north, exactly 500 feet. We're showing exactly 2,600 RPM and 109, 108, 9, 8. Okay, I'm going to put 108 on here north. 108, ground speed of 113 because there we got a bit of tailwind this time. GPS speed, now we're going to go east. Okay. Okay, altitude is perfect. You held a good altitude in that turn.
Thank you.
And speed is nearly perfect. Yeah. Okay, 2,600 RPM, perfect. Indicated 109. Yeah, I'm going to mark it 109 because we're right at 109.
Okay. Now let's just stay on this
and wait, let me get the ground speed. Okay. GPS 108.
And then we'll go to 2,700. I'll get it set up for 2,700 RPM.
Okay. And you probably can't hear it in the audio, but adding that extra 100 RPM, you definitely feel it.
Oh, yeah. And you can run continuous on the UL Power at 2,800 all day long.
Right. And 2,700 RPM, yeah, you just feel it. You're pushing the airplane a little bit more. Still very smooth today, so really not an issue at all that way. And we definitely see an increase in our airspeed. We're in the yellow arc.
Trying to get the
115, 116, 114. Our speed moves a little bit more this way. I'd say about 115.
Okay, next page.
So 115. So we're doing
up there.
Okay, here we go. Okay, so we're going east, right?
Yep.
115 GPS speed of 111. That's 2,700, 500 feet still. So turning to the right this time. Head back south. And our temperatures, everything just still not a problem at all. Okay, got to pick up a little bit of RPM here. We're at 2670. 2,700. And we're exactly 500 feet. 116, 115. I'm going to mark 116 then. Indicated south, 116, GPS 107. That's right, we got a bit of headwind this way. Turning right again to the west.
Zulu's departing 118 south, Mexico.
Yeah, Mexico traffic, Springville 70 Cruzer. I'm about 10 miles south and just doing some maneuvers, Dennis.
Okay, 270, good. Heading 520 feet. 2690, we'll pick up just a little bit of RPM here. Okay, 27, 1. It's a little bit slower this way here.
Yeah, Mexico traffic, Cessna 280, 5 miles to the northwest. We're crossing over midfield and our left traffic runway
112. Now we're heading west, 112. Ground speed of 111. And final right turn to the north. Okay, 500 feet, 2720. Get it back. Oh, we're going that way. We're going down just a little bit. Yeah, level off perfectly, and it should be right at 2700. Yep, 27, 116, 114, 115. I'm going to mark it at 115. 115. GPS of 116.
Okay, now I'm going to bring it up to 28.
So 2,800, which is a max continuous RPM. Is that correct, right?
Yep.
And what is that, you think, on the horsepower side?
I think it's like, it'd be like 112, 113, but I'll look that up.
Right.
So we'll have it for the next video. So.
Yeah, okay. So again, you can hear the RPM going up a little bit, 2,800 RPM. We're a little bit higher there. We'll let you go down just a little bit, a few feet. Oh yeah, I definitely feel a little bit different vibration, but it's still very smooth. Everything in the airplane is still very smooth. So now we're 122, 123,
Wait, I gotta level out, get the power back.
2810, 120, 121, 122, 122, 118, 120. Okay, I'm gonna mark it right at 120.
Okay. 120
north.
Ground speed too.
And ground speed 120 also.
And Mexico traffic, Cessna 280 Juliet is crossing midfield and left downwind runway 24. Mexico.
All our temperatures are still good. All right, now leveling off east. so we got to get our RPM to 2,800. Picking it up a little bit. 28. Okay, 2,800, 119, 121, 120, 119, 120, 120. I'm going to put it 120 again, I think.
Okay.
120, and that's going east, correct?
Right.
And our ground speed is 115. Okay. So, heading straight south now. Still climbing right at nearly 600 feet. We're up a little bit, but
Doesn't take much when you had the extra RPM.
especially with the extra power, right? And this airplane, pitch-wise, it really nose down, so oftentimes I'll think I'm flying straight and level, and I'm climbing still 200-300 feet per minute. Okay, so here we're at back to 500 feet. We're at 28, 50, 124, 125. Slow it down. Oh, 27, 80. Gotta get up just a little bit on your RPM there.
I think we'll smooth out, get out of these trees here.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, 500 feet, 27. I gotta get just a tad more on your RPM. 28, there we go. 119, 119, 120, 121, 119, I'm gonna mark it at 119 here. And that's south, 119, ground speed of 108.
Mexico traffic 28, UL departing runway 54.
And now turning west. I think this is our last reading we're looking for. Yeah, everything's nice. Everything's very solid in the green. All our speeds, all our temperatures.
And we just did an oil change and a compression check, checked all the heads and the valves, and nothing has changed in the year. And all my cylinder height pressures are up in the high 70s. Everything's looking good, and the big advantage is we've been using almost auto fuel for the entire year, except when we go on trips.
The odd cross-country trip, and then we've been using that Declan additive, whether that makes a difference. But
on the trips with the 100 low end, right?
Seems to be working out really well for us, isn't it? Okay, so here we're going exactly, a little bit over 500, but that's fine. 2,800 RPM, 120, 121, 122, 118, 120. I'm going to mark it at 120 again here. 120, ground speed 115.
Okay, and then when we start heading back now, I want to see what the maximum RPM is too. We'll write that down. It's on the front page. Level flight. They'll just give us. We'll know what the prop setting.
Okay. Watch, you got birds straight ahead.
Oh, yeah. Now they're way up there.
Yep.
Okay, we'll try to set it all up level. You might have to try to watch the RPM and.
Sure. Okay, we're 2850, 2900.
That's full power.
Full power in.
Full
throttle, yep. Full throttle in. So you're 128 miles an hour. 126.
2,900.
You're climbing, let's climb it down. 125. Okay, so 2,900 RPM.
Yep.
And we're at 128. I'm going to mark it at 128.
I'm not too concerned about the speed. I just want to know the max RPM it was here.
Yeah, especially with that prop setting. Right.
All right, well, now we'll go back and we'll change the prop, and we'll see what happens on the new one. And then I have another prop we can try in comparison. We have the Duke prop too. We can compare it to.
Right.
And they all have their pros and cons. There's not one fit prop for everything.
And even the type of operation, if you're going to be out of grass field, a shorter prop will be an advantage. If you're, in a paved runway all the time, you can go with the longer prop. The ground adjustable features are nice, although, the nice thing about ground adjustable is you don't need a number of different props for different settings, although from our experience we found people just don't adjust them that much.
Right.
So in some respects, it's nearly better to have a good fixed position and leave your prop at that. it seems, you know, again, each prop, different material, different type of construction has its advantages, disadvantages, you know, different price points, and so forth. Of course, there's the 2-blade, 3-blade dilemma or debate, and so forth. So,
right.
But worked out really nicely, even on a nice smooth day like today, staying 500 feet. We're able to get some really good numbers on this. So. And one of the nice things that obviously we're not testing for that on this flight are the slow flight capabilities of the Cruzer. Even though it's as the name implies, a bit faster airplane, just does amazingly well as a good cruiser airplane.
Okay, we got gas, undercarriage, mixture prop, seatbelts.
Pretty short downwind checks in this airplane. You know, again, with the beauty with using the UL Power engine like that with the FADEC control is we have a throttle control, and that's about it in the cockpit for managing the engine. And sure keeps it simple. And the nice thing is, especially for amateur pilots, is it's difficult to do something wrong because you're not having to actively manage carburetor heat, mixture, and things like that. So it's difficult to forget or to do the wrong thing to keep it on, that type of thing.
Very simple. I have throttle, stick, that's it.
They're throttled right back now.
So that's what I like to do is I like to beam the number, bring back the power, pull up the stick a little bit, nose, get in the white arc, lower the flaps about 8 to 10 degrees, and then trim it for 500 feet a minute.
Yeah, it makes it real simple that way, doesn't it?
Uh-huh.
Then again, this airplane, you know, right at 80 miles an hour, rock solid, a lot of good control.
Trying to slow it down to get it in my wide. I've kind of cheated a little bit. Easy to do in this aircraft.
It is.
There we go. And Mexico traffic experimental is based to final 18.
So now we're low 70s.
And Mexico traffic experimental is on final 18.
I'll hold chill for you, Roger. Even though you won't make it to me.
I know.
And now final runway 18, still low 70s.
Lower the flaps all the way, trim it a little bit lighter. I don't like to take it hands off, but I like to trim it where it makes it a little lighter. And a 50 is a good approach speed.
Right.
Yeah, we're in the low mid-50s. Definitely comes slower than that. That runway right on the center line. Start easing back power just a little bit. We're 52, 53. Keep the nose down. And when we get very close to the runway, start bringing the stick back a little bit. Keep that nose off.
There we go.
On the center line.
In perfect landing on the center line, indicated when the wheels touched down was in the 20s. Indicated. Yeah. Now, of course, is that accurate? Probably not fully accurate, but it's very slow.